A man lived alone in an apartment in Cairo, and he hated cats and dogs. He would beat them when he saw them and would get angry with his neighbors and argue with them because they would feed and give water to these animals. The animals would avoid him and run away whenever they saw him. One day, the man disappeared, and his neighbors didn't see him for 2 days. They were worried that something had happened to him, so they called the police. When the police arrived and opened the apartment door, they found something very strange. The man was not in the apartment, but it was filled with cats and dogs, sitting on the couch and everywhere. The neighbors were surprised because the man hated animals and would never let them into his apartment. About a month passed, and the man was still missing. One day, he suddenly appeared, but he was in a very bad condition, and his clothes were torn. They took him to the hospital, and he stayed there for 2 days without speaking. After that, he decided to talk and said that a strange person had appeared to him in his apartment at night and took him to a place in the desert. The people there were short and had strange shapes, and they held a trial for him, saying that he had hurt their children and beaten them, and he needed to be punished. Indeed, they started beating him and depriving him of food, and he stayed there for a while being tortured. The man realized that those animals were actually jinn, supernatural beings, and he had harmed them. The man recovered and returned home with one of his neighbors, and when he opened the apartment door, he found cats and dogs everywhere. He shouted and said, "Leave them alone, I won't harm them again." The man learned that we are not alone in this world, and there are other worlds that we don't know about. I hope you enjoy the story.